Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Battlezone. Perhaps the biggest event in history, and it will certainly be a Battlezone tonight. Inside of that squared circle, several great matches including Moistcritical defending his PGW World title against the mysterious higher power Ahmed Johnson. He's going to be going one-on-one with the Undertaker, the man that tried to end his career permanently, and of course Vliet, hoping to earn a title shot tonight, and he'll do just that if he can be victorious in his 5th short match challenge. But before we get to any of that, we start our quest to crown the first ever PGW Tag Team Champions. A 4-team tournament will decide who the champions will be. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the ring for our first semi-final match. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a semi-final match in the tournament to crown the first ever PGW Tag Team Champions. Introducing first, weighing in tonight at a combined weight of 415 pounds, the team of Jesus Christ and Pope John Paul. But we normally know that Jesus can turn water into wine. He performed a reverse miracle earlier tonight. Lemmy had a good stash of alcoholic beverages in his locker room. Apparently Jesus performing a miracle, turning all of that alcohol into water. Talk about a way to give yourself an advantage. I'm not sure Lemmy's going to be in any condition to perform if he's completely sober. But whether that's the case or not, the roof is about to come off this place, because here come the greatest tag team in the history of the sport. And now, ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, hailing from England and weighing in tonight at a combined weight of 373 pounds, the team of Lemmy and Astley. Perhaps the most popular team ever. People say it's the Road Warriors. A lot of people say it was the New Age Outlaws in the 90s, but for my money, the most popular tag team of all time, Lemmy and Astley making their way to the ring. We know Lemmy's not had a beverage. Jesus turned it all into water. Doesn't seem to be affecting Lemmy at the moment, but you've got to believe he's suffering. I don't believe he's ever competed in a match completely sober before. Jesus and Pope JP will be hoping that's going to be enough to get him a victory here, get him on road to the final. I don't think it'll affect Astley too much, and look at that, Astley just taunting the Pope now in a nice drop toe hold. I'll tell you what, I don't think Astley's going to be affected by the drought, so to speak. We know Lemmy's going to be, but this man may be capable of winning this match on his own. Look at Astley going now. Irish Whip sends the Pope right off the ropes, and a nice drop kick there by Astley, one of the finest professional wrestlers in the history of the sport. Look at this dancing now, tries the drop kick, but the Pope should know better. Astley just getting out of the way. And now Lemmy coming in, going after Jesus, probably hoping for some revenge. All of that Jack Daniels he had, completely useless, now turned into water, but Astley doing a good job here against the Pope. That though, the Pope ducking that attack. Astley sent off the ropes with this momentum, and a nice drop kick by Pope JP. First defensive move he's got on him. Astley, and now trying a quick pin, trying to roll up, but he's not going to catch Astley out with that one. Many things this man will never do, and you're never going to catch him out with a simple roll up like that, but nonetheless Astley looks to gain control. Now he gets the tag to Lemmy. We're going to see how the drought's affecting him. A double battering ram now, and a nice drop kick by Lemmy will very early, but the signs seem to be that Lemmy's coping with it despite not having a drink before the match. Now going for the cover on the Pope, looking the leg, the referee making the count. Oh, the Pope not finished off yet. Now look at Jesus coming into the ring. I don't think Lemmy sees him, but he sees him now. Big right hand, not even the legal man. The referee didn't even notice him coming in there. Needs to regain control in this match, does the ref. Absolute lawlessness here. And now look at that attack by Jesus, allowing Pope the advantage, and now a jawbreaker. Dirty, dirty tactics. You've got to wonder what the Catholic Church is coming to in this day and age, but nonetheless the lateral press. A long way away from finishing off Lemmy, but Jesus, for that dirty move, has gained him an advantage. As now the Pulp with a knee to the gut tries the Irish whip. Lemmy puts the brakes on. As now Lemmy sends the Pulp for the ride. Beautiful back body drop there. I'll tell you what, he may be stone cold sober, but he's still a stone cold killer inside of that professional wrestling ring. Now trying to double team move, but look at the Pulp turning him around. Manages to avert disaster there, and now look at this, the double team moves in the corner, and it's clear to see Lemmy doing a pretty good job given the circumstances, but he's not as effective as he normally would be, as the Jesus now stomping him right in the abdomen, as if he hasn't suffered enough at the hands of Jesus, turning all his alcohol into water. Now he's getting physically punished by the man himself. And now look at this, Jesus with bad intentions perches Lemmy on the top rope. This doesn't look good here for the Motorhead frontman, and a big time superplex. Well, surely that could be the end of the match. Although it took a lot out of both men. When you nail a move like that, it doesn't just hurt your opponent, it hurts yourself. And a nice shot by Lemmy trying to fight back here, hopefully to get the tag to Rick Astley. And look at that, the Pulp coming in just as it looked like Lemmy was about to get the tag. A double choke slam by these two men, bending the rules to the favour. And now look at this, with a referee distracted. Pulp JP distracting the referee, allowing Jesus to poke the eyes of Lemmy, as if he wasn't suffering enough in this match. And now a side Russian leg sweep. Jesus and Pulp JP cheating the way through this match, and it seems to be working thus far. The referee really needs to get a tighter rein on the discipline, on the rules of this match. But look at this, Lemmy trying to fight back now, knocks Jesus down on the canvas. As now it comes in from behind, tries the quick roll up here, could be enough but maybe not. Very quick kick out by Jesus. Lemmy needs to find a way to tag in Rick Astley here. Otherwise their hopes of becoming the first ever tag team champions are going to disappear. And it looks like that's exactly what's happening at the moment, as Jesus sends him into the corner. Comes running in, but look at that. Nice reversal and a drop kick by Lemmy. The question is, can he get the tag to Astley? Well, going on the outside, he's clearly disorientated with a lack of alcohol in his blood. But yes, somehow gets the tag. Here comes Astley. The fresh man in the ring, the ass-kicking machine. Rick Astley finally getting the tag. Oh, look at this though, referee gets in the way. Astley accidentally taking him down. Not what we wanted to see. Jesus for some reason going for a roll-up, but the referee's not going to be there to make the count. And now Astley sends him for the ride and a nice kick to the jaw. And look at that sportsmanship. Picking the referee up, most people would have let him struggle to his feet, but Astley's not that kind of man. He said there's many things he's never going to do. And look at that move. False line and bulldog combination, but I'll tell you what he's never going to do. He's never going to let the referee struggle to get up to his feet, and he looks to be in full stride here, does Astley. As now Jesus trying to charge in. Astley ducking the attack. Nice drop toe hold. Astley completely on fire in this match. There's no other way to describe this performance, as he goes to the top. A beautiful diving drop kick to the face of Jesus of Nazareth. And now look at this. Nails the devastating finishing manoeuvre. The Rick roll. Nailing the Rick roll, hooking the leg of Jesus Christ. The referee making the count. And yes, Astley and Lemmy, despite all the setbacks, victorious. They're through to the final. They could become the first ever tag team champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the team of Lemmy and Rick Astley.
Lemmy might be sober, but despite that, they will advance to the finals later tonight. And they'll be facing the winner of the next match, ladies and gentlemen, because the next semi-final match is about to take place. The Mafia team of Franzese and Gravano are going to be taking on DJ Khaled and his newest client, the big 400-pound PN News. And that is coming up right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a semi-final match in the tournament to crown the first ever PGW Tag Team Champions. Introducing first, they hail from New York and weigh tonight a combined weight of 342 pounds. The team of Sammy the Bull Gravano and Michael Franzese.
Well, the Mafia pairing very, very impressive in their qualification match for this tournament. defeating the lads from Wrestle Me, accompanied by Lord Alfred Hayes. But what a challenge they've got to face here tonight, giving up a lot of size, a lot of strength, but there's one thing these two men have proved throughout their illustrious lives. I don't think they're going to be easily intimidated, and I don't think they're going to be deterred by the fact that they're outweighed by a significant amount in this match. The question is, will that be enough to overcome the odds here?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, their opponents, weighing in tonight at a combined weight of 662 pounds, the team of DJ Khaled and PGW.
DJ Khaled and his newest client, the original rap master of WCW, the 400 plus pound PGW, coming out to their collaboration. Well, to me it does just sound like PGW's original rap from WCW, with the odd bit where DJ Khaled's name gets shouted, but it's enough for DJ Khaled to get 90% of the proceeds from that record deal. Not a popular team, these two, but you've got to say PGW looks like a devastating force. We know DJ Khaled's capable of a lot in the ring. If I was a betting man, the money would be firmly on the two men you see stood in the ring at the moment. Take nothing away from Franzese and Sammy the Bull. And the size difference may be too much here, especially with a big 400 pounder PGW. And look at that, just knocking Franzese over the top rope with complete ease. Franzese, a very intelligent operator, and look at that, a well played shot to the stomach, and another one. We talk about the intelligence of Franzese trying to use it to take down the big man, but he gets hit with a shot himself, and now a big overhand right by Mr. PGW. And now look at this, comes off the rope. Look at that athleticism from a 400 plus pound man. Devastating and scary is PGW, and now a big hip toss. Such a simple move, but when a man that weighs over 400 pounds hits you with a move like that, it can end the match in the blink of an eye. And a big drop kick now from PGW now sends Franzese into the corner. And finally we're going to get to see DJ Khaled coming in. We'll look at this, throwing the big 400 pounder right against him. All of that weight crushing the ribs. And now DJ Khaled picking up the pieces. Big bionic elbow. Franzese needs to find a way to get a tag to the fresh man. And look at Khaled here, an absolute show-off. But he's got every right to be with a man like PGW in his corner as he gets the tag again. More double team moves. Sends him for the ride. Big time back body drop by this big behemoth. Have a look at that now. DJ Khaled distracting the referee. PGW using that as an opportunity to choke Franzese. And look at that, my God, a big splash in the corner. Well, I tell you what, I don't think this is going to last much longer unless Sammy the Bull can somehow get the tag from his partner and get in the ring. Franzese looks done for here. And look at that referee getting in the way of PGW. That's the last place you want to be. And look at News now putting that enormous leg right across the abdomen of Michael Franzese, who looks to be completely out here. And now PGW knocks Sammy the Bull right off the apron. Goes for the cover. Well, this could be it right here. Hooks the leg, shoulders down, and absolutely it is. PGW absolutely scary, absolutely dominant. Khaled and News victorious very comfortably here.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners, the team of DJ Khaled and PGW.
Well, I think we've just seen the new favourites for this tournament. I don't see anybody beating DJ Khaled and PGW, but we'll find out later tonight in that big final to crown the first ever tag team champions. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, though, a huge grudge match, a match that I've been particularly looking forward to seeing. The Undertaker tried to take Ahmed Johnson out of the business, tombstoning him on the steel stage. But Ahmed Johnson's come back. He's here for revenge here tonight. Those two men will be going one-on-one, and that is coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he hails from Death Valley and weighs in tonight at 328 pounds, the Undertaker.
Well, the Undertaker and his ministry have been on a path of destruction over the past few weeks on the PGW channel. They've tried taking everybody out. They've tried taking the world champion out. And of course, they've tried taking Ahmed Johnson out. It looked like the Undertaker had done exactly that. Tombstoming Ahmed Johnson on the steel stage. Amazing that he didn't break his neck and put him out of the business permanently, but somehow Ahmed Johnson returning just a couple of nights ago. A man that the Undertaker didn't expect to see again. Well, he's going to be doing more than see him here tonight. He's going to have to contend with him inside of that professional wrestling ring. As the demonic Undertaker here, we'll be hoping that the ministry can capture the PGW World title in the main event as the higher power takes on Moistcritical. Can't think about that now. He can only think about this match because he has a big 300-pound man that is determined to rip him limb from limb.
Hey, if you wanna play like that, there ain't nothing between us but airing up duty, boy. So go ahead, bring your toys and get a ring. Because there ain't nothing on this earth that's gonna save you from this area.
Well, that was unexpected. Ahmed Johnson stood backstage giving his thoughts on this match. He's fired up. He's ready to go. He wants to get his hands on one man. The man is called The Undertaker.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent. Hailing from Pearl River, Mississippi, he weighs in tonight at 305 pounds, Ahmed Johnson.
The Pearl River powerhouse. I've never seen him looking this intense, this fired up. He's coming out here with one goal in mind: destroy the man that stood in the ring, destroy the man that tried to end his career. Ahmed Johnson's going to get one opportunity here tonight, and I've got a good feeling he's going to make the most of it. Look at the intensity in the eyes of this man. Nothing but pure hatred and determination. The Undertaker may have unleashed an even bigger monster than himself when he tried to take out Ahmed Johnson. One thing's for sure in this match, it's going to be a war between these two men. I'd have to put my money on Ahmed Johnson if I was going to bet on this match, but really could go either way. Ahmed Johnson's going to be hoping it's going to be one-on-one, and the ministry aren't going to involve themselves in affairs here. As the two men set to square off, this is a real personal rivalry between these two men. And look at this, as a lock-up and Ahmed Johnson overpowering the Undertaker. Ahmed Johnson with a power advantage over the Undertaker. These two men over 300 pounds. And look at Johnson, determined to get his hands on the man, absolutely doing a number on him at the moment as he picks him up. Beautiful spine buster. And this one may not last long. We know that's the setup to the Pearl River plunge, but look at Johnson. Big splash on the Undertaker. Johnson's been waiting for this moment, but look at this. The Undertaker firing back now with a few shots of his own. Take a lot more to beat this dead man, as now we'll send Ahmed off the ropes for some reason. The Undertaker climbing the top rope. I don't think he had a plan. I don't think he had a plan there for what he was going to do when he reached the top, and Ahmed Johnson had a plan to throw him right off the top turnbuckle. Now look at Johnson with his heavy right hand. The Undertaker on jelly legs at the moment and goes down on the canvas. The intensity of Johnson is unmatched here. The Undertaker, I don't think, was prepared for this. As now Johnson comes for the ride off the ropes, drops a big elbow right to the heart, the black heart of the ministry Undertaker, and now hooking the leg. Referee makes the count, but the Undertaker very defiantly there gets the shoulder up. This match will continue. And Johnson now still fighting away. He just wants to hurt the man. Stood in the ring with him as he sends him for the ride, but look at that, nice reversal by the Undertaker into a DDT. As now the Undertaker applying a chokehold. Not sure he's going for the submission here, maybe just trying to slow the pace down. The Undertaker prefers much more slow and deliberate pace in the wrestling ring. I think that's what he needs to do, because if he keeps it going the way it was, Ahmed Johnson would have absolutely destroyed him. As the veteran-like Undertaker now sends him into the corner, and look at these clubbing elbows right to the lower spine of Ahmed Johnson. The Undertaker trying to physically dissect the Pearl River powerhouse here and doing a pretty good job of it. And now look at this, wrenching at the face, at the eyes. Johnson may be in a bit of trouble here as the Undertaker goes for the right, but look at that. Ahmed Johnson ducking the clothesline. Now Johnson, look at that power, just shoving the Undertaker right on his keister. Knocking the Undertaker down with just a simple shove. Now trying the sunset flip, but far too close to the ropes there. The referee was never going to make the count, but Johnson with a big overhand right takes the dead man down. And now look at this. Ahmed Johnson on the top rope, gets the double axe handle. Undertaker tries to move out of the way, but gets nailed right in the back of the skull. The tide changing again here. You can feel it in the air, but you can feel the elbow to the face more. Big elbow to the face by the Undertaker. Ahmed Johnson may have lost a couple of teeth on that one. And now the Phenom, the Demon of Death Valley, walks the top rope with cat-like agility, and a Undertaker going old school with that big elbow to the back of the head of Ahmed Johnson. So many twists and turns in this match already. Now going for the chokeslam, but Johnson fighting out. There's really no way to call who's going to win this. Real back and forth stuff. Now look at Johnson with a clothesline. Sends the Undertaker for the ropes and a big scissor kick. A big bicycle kick. The Undertaker goes to the outside.
One.
Maybe just wants to use this time to regroup.
One.
But my God, he won't get a chance to regroup. Ahmed Johnson diving over that top rope like a missile. Taking the Undertaker out. He doesn't care whether it's in the ring, whether it's outside the ring, whether it's backstage, whether it's in a restaurant. He doesn't care where it is. He wants to beat this man and beat him badly. But look at that, the Undertaker reversing the Irish whip this time. And now with a hand around the throat again. Picks Ahmed Johnson up and nails a beautiful choke slam. Perfect timing on that. That could be the end of the match. Look in the leg, shoulders down. Referee making the count on my God Johnson. The Undertaker with a look of disbelief on his face. Johnson, after the chokeslam, managing to get the shoulder up. What's he got to do to beat this man? Or whatever it is, he's going to try it now as the Undertaker comes for the ride and a beautiful flying clothesline. The Undertaker looking unstoppable at the moment. Now saying he's going to finish this match off. And he could be about to. Ahmed Johnson trying the clothesline. Undertaker ducking. And now goes for another chokeslam here again. But this time Johnson fights out. If there's an ounce of quit anywhere in this arena, it isn't in the body of Ahmed Johnson. And another bicycle kick right to the face of the Undertaker. Johnson so determined here to get revenge on this man. Throwing the heavy right hands to the face now as Johnson right hand grabs hold of the Undertaker. The Undertaker looks like he was hurt from a couple of those punches. And Johnson, my God, the Pearl River plunge. Referee making the count. And my God, the Undertaker kicking out from the Pearl River plunge. I don't think I've ever seen anybody kick out from that move. Unbelievable stuff. What have you got to do to beat either of those men? That must be running through the mind of both the Undertaker and Ahmed Johnson as he tries a sunset flip too close to the ropes. It's going to take a lot to finish either man off. Look at this, the Undertaker playing possum. Acting scared on a low blow. The referee should really call for the disqualification there. Dirty means by the Undertaker. And that may have been enough to give him the advantage there. Nice sidewalk slam by Taker, but the Undertaker in a bad way, but nonetheless he fights on. But that was a disgusting low blow. The referee should have called the disqualification, for some reason didn't. Both of these men have had a lot taken out of them, and now the Undertaker picking up Ahmed Johnson. Well, this could finish the match right here. Drops him right on his head, the tombstone pile driver. Very unlikely that Ahmed Johnson's going to be able to get the shoulder up off this. And now the referee making the count. The Undertaker with the legs hooked. And Undertaker's won. He's defeated Ahmed Johnson. And oh, come on. Come on now. That's enough. This match over. But the Undertaker not done with the Pearl River powerhouse, throwing these heavy right hands to the face. Absolutely no need for this. As it comes charging him. And look at this. Johnson sticking the elbow up. Well, the match may have ended, but the fight between these two, a long way from billing off a big right hand by Johnson. I thought that would have settled it, this match, but obviously not, as now Johnson, look at this. Look at this power perching the Undertaker on the top rope, pointing across the ring. Oh, well, wait a minute, gets the choke slam. But Farouk, a member of the Ministry of Darkness, coming in from behind. We all knew it'd be a setup here for the Ministry. A big kick to the ribs, come on. It was supposed to be a one-on-one between the Undertaker and Ahmed Johnson. It's ended up being a two-on-one here. And now that exposed turnbuckle sent spine first right into it by Farouk. Come on, this is disgusting now. And now a sternum first. Ahmed Johnson may have internal injuries from that, and Farouk not done now. As Farouk, look at this with a jawbreaker. Somebody needs to come out here and do it. Wait a minute. Here comes the champion. Here comes Moistcritical. The cavalry has arrived, and that's put a stop to the plans of the Ministry. The Undertaker and Farouk fleeing through the crowd. I'll tell you what, Ahmed Johnson didn't win, but he got the moral victory there. The Ministry's plan scuppered him. Well, wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Up next is supposed to be the final match to decide the PGW Tag Team Champions, but I believe before we get to that match, a brief word with the Commissioner of PGW. I'm not quite sure what this is about, but nonetheless, here's the Commissioner. Obviously, he's got something very important he needs to say. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick message, and as you've just seen there, absolute carnage at the end of that match. The last thing I want is for that to be happening in the main event, so I'm going to have to make a couple of very quick decisions here, and I'm not going to stay on long. The first decision I've made is the Ministry of Darkness. Any members of the Ministry of Darkness are going to be banned from ringside for the main event. None of them are going to be allowed out there now. To enforce this, I don't think the standard referee is going to be able to do the job. Now, I've had to scramble, make a couple of quick phone calls, and luckily I've managed to secure a special guest referee for the main event. Now, I'm not going to reveal who it is, just in case it doesn't come through, but he should be on his way to the arena now, and hopefully that special guest referee will be here to enforce that rule and to make sure that we have no more shenanigans in the main event. Thanks for listening, everybody. Now let's get back to the great action. Well, what an announcement by the Commissioner that Ministry of Darkness banned from ringside for the main event. We're going to have a special guest referee, but no time to contemplate on that. We will find out who the first ever PGW Tag Team Champions are going to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a final match in the tournament to crown the first ever PGW Tag Team Champions. Introducing first, they weigh in tonight at a combined weight of 662 pounds, the team of DJ Khaled and P and News.
Well, Khaled and News look very, very impressive in the semi-final match, winning in dominant fashion. Of course, we know Lemmy has not got any alcohol in his dressing room. He's in a bad way, maybe even in an even worse way. With all the time that's passed, you've got to believe these two men have got to be the firm favourites to win this match. But I tell you what, the team that are going to come to the ring now, no matter how bad things are going, they will not give up, that's for sure.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing their opponents. Hailing from England, they weigh in tonight at a combined weight of 373 pounds, the team of Lemmy and Rick Astley.
Well, once again, Lemmy putting a brave face on it, but we know he has to be suffering. Nothing but water in his dressing room thanks to a reverse miracle by Jesus Christ. Going to have to rely on the skills of Rick Astley more, just as he did in the other match. I'm not sure Rick Astley alone is going to be capable of beating Big P and News and DJ Khaled single-handedly. Then he's going to have to put all of the bad things that are happening behind him. He's going to have to try and put them to one side, grit his teeth and get through it here. Hopefully put in a good performance if he can. It may just be a slim chance that these two men can walk away the first ever PGW Tag Team Champions. Look at this, Rick Astley and Khaled starting it out, and Rick Astley as always on top form. You might think he's dancing, but it's a great tactic to enrage his opponent. Look at that block in the hand by DJ Khaled. Now sends him for the ride off the rocks. Beautiful drop kick to the face. And Rick Astley is always firing on all cylinders. putting in a great performance thus far. But it's a tag team match and he's got two opponents here. He's not going to be able to do it single-handedly. And now look at DJ Khaled firing back. Nice drop kick by Khaled. Doesn't knock him down though. And this time it knocks him down. Another drop kick by Khaled. Himself a big, heavy man. But a small man in comparison to his tag team partner. But now look at this. Astley manages to get him in the corner. Maybe a little bit of double team from these two men. Sends Astley into the corner against DJ Khaled. What can Lemmy do here as he comes in? Nice drop kick. Lemmy battling through the withdrawals here. Despite that, he's still trying to fight away. You've got to give the man credit that drives the Irish whip. DJ Khaled putting the brakes on. And now look at this. DJ Khaled punch to the face. And now a big bionic elbow. Rick Astley desperately wanting the tag to his man. He knows he's in a bad way, but that might not be possible at the moment. Now here comes the big man. Sends him off the ropes. And PN News for the big time back body drop. Lemmy may be in no condition to perform here, and he's got to be in the ring with this big, enormous man. Could have crushed his ribs with that one, and another big splash in the corner. Lemmy in a real bad way at the moment. He needs to get the tag to Rick Astley desperately, in a big overhand right by Mr. PN News. He looks absolutely dominant as he did in the previous match. Can anybody stop this man? Well, look at this nice reversal by Lemmy. He's going to get the tag. It gets the tag to Rick Astley. Finally, Astley getting the tag in. Going right after Mr. PN News. And Astley doing a pretty good job here against the big man as he sends him for the ride off the ropes. Look at that though, nice reversal. And PN News with a dead press, crushing his body. Right hands to the face. Even the mighty Rick Astley struggling against this big behemoth. Look at PN News dancing his way around the ring. And Rick Astley trying to charge in with an attack, but PN News having that one well scouted, fighting him in his own game, and a nice sidewalk backbreaker by this big 400-pound Rat Master. And now look at PN News trying to knock Lemmy off the apron. Lemmy will not go down here. As now PN News sends Rick Astley into the corner. Gets the tag to DJ Khaled. And look at this double team moves from these two men. Sends him off the ropes at a double hip toss. Well, Rick Astley in a bad way. Normally you'd say get the tag to Lemmy, but Lemmy's in a bad way himself, having not had a drink in his locker room. I just don't see this ending well for everybody's favourite tag team. As much as it pains me to say it, I don't see him beating these two enormous men. And now look, another tag and more double team moves. Well, Lemmy getting off the apron there, didn't want to get hit by one of these big men. For some reason, Lemmy not getting back on the apron. Is nice sidewalk backbreaker by DJ Khaled. Where the hell is Lemmy going here? What the hell is he doing? Lemmy walking away. I can't believe this. Where's Lemmy going? Leaving his partner to fend for himself as if things weren't bad enough for this team. Lemmy. Look at him. He's backstage. Leaving the backstage area. Well, things not looking good here for Rick Astley. Absolutely getting decimated by these two men. Oh, and come on, Lemmy. Lemmy not only leaving the backstage, he's leaving the arena completely, going through the parking lot. Well, this is a done deal. This match is over. DJ Khaled and PN News are the new tag team champions. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And look at this now. Balls first on that top rope. I can't believe that Lemmy would just leave the arena after all the things that these two men have been through. And now look at this, that big finishing manoeuvre, that brainbuster, dropping him right on his head. Well, this one is over. Then we've got new tag team champions. Now the lateral press, the shoulders down. And my God, look at that, the arrogance, the cockiness of... Well, wait a minute. Now we know where Lemmy's gone. He's gone to the bar. He's gone to get a top up. He's gone to get some alcoholic libations. But he may not get back in time here. Rick Astley completely finished off. The alcoholic beverages may come too late here because look at Rick Astley getting busted wide open now. Looks to be completely out. And PN News absolutely demolishing him. Look at the cut above the eye of Rick Astley. And wait a minute, look at Lemmy. Lemmy glassing Ric Flair. He may have had enough to drink now, but The question is, can he get back into the arena in time? Because Rick Astley is really in a bad way, trying to fight back. Lemmy's back in the arena, he's back in the parking lot. But even if he does get back, there's no saying that Rick Astley will be able to tag him in. Not guaranteed. Look at this running. His blood alcohol level's going to be back up to scratch here, but not sure he's going to be able to make it back into the arena. And look at DJ Khaled, full of arrogance, full of cockiness, and here comes Lemmy. Lemmy making it back in time. The match still going on, but Rick Astley in a bad way. The question is there any way, is there any sort of miracle that could make Rick Astley get the tag? If he tags Lemmy in after he's had a few drinks, he may be capable of putting up a fight against these two big men. But look at this, more double team moves here. Wait a minute, tries the Irish whip. Rick Astley with the reversal, sends both men into the corner. And yes, finally, here comes Lemmy. Here comes tanked up Lemmy into the ring, and he's going right after Pia News. My God, Lemmy with alcohol in his bloodstream. A completely different animal. Look at Pia News trying to strike him. Lemmy blocking it. Tries again. Lemmy's blocking everything that the big man's throwing at him. The effects of alcohol on this man defy the laws of science. Oh my God, now look at Lemmy. That's 400 plus pounds above his head. My God, look at the power. I can't believe he's just clean pressed 400 pounds above his head. The power of Jack Daniels could not be underestimated, and a big drop kick off the top by Lemmy. Lemmy a completely different man ever since going to the bar, ever since getting taped up, and now look at this power. Lemmy's going for it, the big Death Valley driver. Dropping him right on his head. And now Lemmy with the lateral press, the shoulders down, and yes, my God, we've got tag team champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners and the new PGW Tag Team Champions, the team of Lemmy and Rick Astley.
My God, Lemmy turning it around for his team. I thought they were done for, but somehow getting the win. Unbelievable stuff. Well, and up next, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the short match challenge with Chris. But wait a minute, I'm getting word in the earpiece. Something's going on backstage, and what? Come on. It's Farouk. He's attacking Ahmed Johnson and Bradshaw as well, the Acolytes. The only ally that Moistcritical has in the building. And now come on, nailing him with a camera. The Acolytes trying to make sure that there's no help for Moistcritical tonight. If they do decide to come out on a clothesline from hell, well, somebody needs to get out there and put a stop to that. But, well, nonetheless, the show will go on here, ladies and gentlemen. Up next, the short match challenge with Chris Van Vliet. Can we get someone back there to sort that mess out, please? Somebody needs to put a stop to that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a short match challenge scheduled for one fall with a 2-minute time limit. Introducing first, he hails from Pickering, Canada, Chris Van Vliet.
Chris Van Vliet.
Well, Chris Van Vliet has been on a roller coaster ride in the short match challenge, 4 consecutive wins, and we all know tonight would be win number 5. If you win 5 matches in this match format, you earn a title shot. Chris Van Vliet only has to defeat one opponent here tonight. He's in line for a title shot, the PGW World title, but we've got no idea who his opponent's going to be.
Chris
We're about to find out.
Vliet.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent. Standing 7 feet tall and weighing in tonight at 500 pounds, The Big Show.
The largest athlete in the world enters the short match challenge and wants to take on the man of 1,000 names. Chris Van Vliet's odds have just drastically reduced. He's been on quite a roll. He's defeated some great people, but I don't see him defeating this absolute monster. Nonetheless, Chris Van Vliet, he's going to have a go. He's been very impressive in these short match challenges. He certainly got the momentum behind him. Will that be enough to spur him on here? Remember, short time limit. No exit in the ring, 2-minute time limit. You can't waste any time in these short match challenges, and these two men seem to be doing a bit of a war of words here. And look at the Big Show, just shoving Van Vliet with absolute ease. The Big Show with a huge size advantage in this match, over a 300-pound weight advantage. And my God, using all of that weight right across the abdomen of Chris Van Vliet, the man of 1,000 names. And look at the Big Show just manhandling him now, and normally we get name changes. Normally Chris Van Vliet throughout the duration of a match likes to change his name, but I'm yet to hear of any name changes from Van Vliet. He's in a world of trouble at the moment. He's not got time to bother with it. And look at the power. Look at this giant throwing him front first right across the top rope, and now a big overhand right. Well, this could be it. Short match challenge. Great run for Chris Van Vliet. Oh my God. Well, Van Vliet somehow managing to stick in this match, but not doing anything offensively. Just getting absolutely destroyed here by this ginormous athlete. I don't think there's a lot Chris Van Vliet could do here to prevent his fate, as the Big Show sends him into the corner, comes running in, tries a clothesline, mistimes it. Look at Van Vliet now trying to fight back with these big elbows to this absolute giant, but the Big Show blocking, left hand, nice knife edge chop, big boot. Chris Van Vliet stays on his feet. Big Show throwing loads of shots at him. Very little time left in this match, and a big boot to the face by the Big Show. If Chris Van Vliet's going to do anything, he needs to do it pretty quick. Just over 10 seconds left on the clock as the Big Show drops the big leg right across the chest. I don't think the Big Show knows not much time left in this match. Well, and that's going to end it. We're going to have a rematch, ladies and gentlemen, but I don't think the Big Show cares about that. Come on, this match is over. The match is over, but the Big Show doesn't care. A showstopper, a big choke slam. Well, there is going to be a rematch, but I don't fancy Chris Van Vliet's chances. An extended rematch coming up in the next couple of nights, but whatever happens, ladies and gentlemen, main event time now. The PGW World title's going to be on the line. Oh, wait a minute. Farouk laid out backstage. We saw him attacking Ahmed Johnson earlier. So Bradshaw's been taken out as well. I don't know how it's happened, but either way it's a great thing. But who the hell's took these two men out? Well, nonetheless, it is main event time, ladies and gentlemen. The PGW World title will be on the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the PGW World Championship. Introducing first, the special guest referee for this match.
Well, who is it gonna be? That is the question. Well, that music sounds a little bit familiar to me. Oh, well, there you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the special guest referee, Iron Mike Tyson.
Well, we said who took out the acolytes backstage. There's your answer. The youngest heavyweight champion in history, the baddest man on the planet, Iron Mike Tyson. I'll tell you what, the Ministry of Darkness banned from ringside. We won't have to worry about Farouk and Bradshaw coming out here. And with this ban here, I don't think the Undertaker would be stupid enough to come out either. At least we're going to have a fair main event here, thanks to the man on camera there, Mr. Iron Mike Tyson. What a great pick this is by the commissioner. Hopefully it's going to be enough here. But there's no guarantee that Moistcritical is going to be able to prevail as champion, but it's going to be a fair fight, that's for sure.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger. He weighs in tonight at an unknown amount. The higher power
Or the mysterious masked figure may be unmasked tonight. We've heard that Moistcritical has said if he wins this match and retains the championship, he's going to tear the mask off the higher power. But sources close to the Ministry of Darkness have been saying that this man wins the championship and is victorious, he's going to remove the mask. It's a very real possibility, whatever happens in this match, that we will find out who is behind the mask, who is the man that has reigned terror on this channel for many, many weeks. The man that literally stole the shirt off Moistcritical's back is hoping to steal his championship as well here tonight. And we may find out who is behind all of this. We can't guarantee it. We don't know how reliable the sources are that are close to the Ministry of Darkness. But either way, the identity may be revealed here tonight. I'm hoping that Moistcritical can retain his championship, but this man has proved himself to be a phenomenal fighter. Nobody's been able to get close to him in terms of fighting ability. Nevertheless, the roof is about to come off this place. I hope it's been reinforced, because the crowd are going to go crazy when this man makes his way to the ring.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, hailing from Tampa Bay, Florida, he weighs in tonight at 165 pounds. He is the current reigning and defending PGW World Champion Moistcritical.
Whether he's wearing the white shirt, whether he's wearing the black shirt, or whether he's wearing no shirt, there's one thing you can be sure of with this man: when he steps inside that ring, he is capable of doing damage. The higher power's had a free reign for quite a while, but in a fair fight against this man, you've got to believe that the champion can prevail. It's going to be one hell of a fight, that's for sure. A lot of emotions going to be running through the mind of Moistcritical, but if he keeps his composure here, you've got to believe he can walk away still the PGW World Champion. He's got to defy the odds, but he's done it so many other times as champion as the bell rings. Unusual matchup between these two, not knowing who the identity is of his opponent, but Moistcritical not deterred. Look at this, going right after the higher power. PGW World title on the line, but more than that on the line, Charlie's hoping to get that black shirt back off the back of the man who stole it from him. Look at this, higher power catching the foot here, a little bit of back and forth between these two men. Charlie firing back, catches the foot again, but this time nails him in the head with a beautiful enziguri. Moistcritical came here to fight, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Look at that, trying to spin a heel kick. The higher power getting out of the way though, and a big right hand to the face. Really no one's gained an advantage yet. Real back and forth stuff thus far between these two men. And now look at this, catches the foot again, and another enziguri by Moist. Now Moistcritical goes to the top. Is he going to try and finish this match early with a big diving side kick? And he comes diving off, but look at that. The higher power getting out of the way. He may have tweaked the knee on the way down, and the higher power now sensing a weakness in the champion, sensing he may have tweaked the leg on that missed dive, going to work on the knee. Very smart strategy. And it's things like this that make me think that the man behind the mask must have some combat experience. He's certainly displaying that knowledge and know-how, really wrenching away at the knee of the champion. If Charlie can't get back to his feet, he's not going to be able to hit any of those diving moves that he can do so much damage with. As Charlie tries to get back up now, succeeds, now drops behind, one-handed face crusher on the higher power. And now Moist dropping a series of big legs across the throat. Higher power, a sound game plan. We're going for the knee, but it may not have worked here as Charlie comes running into the corner. Beautiful drop kick right to the heart of that man. Moistcritical determined to get back his shirt and to retain his championship. And look at that, the higher power sent tumbling to the outside. Iron Mike Tyson's proved to be an impartial referee thus far, now making the count. And look at that nice baseball slide by the champion. And now look at Moistcritical perched on the top rope. Bounce the big knee, but only caught him on the back of the heel. That was a big misstep by the champion. Didn't seem to do him too much damage though. And now look at this. This isn't good. Near the announce table and dropping a big leg right across the spine. Moistcritical firing on all cylinders here. If he can keep this up a little bit longer, surely he's going to retain the championship. And he said he's going to rip the mask off from this individual. Now with the snapmare comes off the rock. Big drop kick to the face of the higher power. He may have busted him open on that one. We're not going to find out behind the mask. But nonetheless, the lateral press the shoulders word down very, very briefly. Higher power getting the shoulders up after the count of one. Clearly it's going to take a lot to put this individual down as Charlie sends him for the ride. But a nice reversal into a DDT, and once again the higher power going to work on the knee of Moistcritical. The power's clearly come in with a strict game plan, and he's displaying great discipline here and carrying out that plan. And now with a vicious DDT, dropping the champion right in his head. I've never seen Moistcritical struggle so much against an opponent as he has against this man. And now hooking the leg, he could have done enough to walk away, the new champion. But Moistcritical, far from beaten. It was a big DDT, normally a finishing manoeuvre. But look at this, choking him now. And Mike Tyson having a word, rightfully so. Look at this though. The higher power completely disregarding Mike Tyson. Look at Tyson now telling him. Tyson telling him to cut that out or he will get disqualified. Now look at this, the higher power maybe going for a big move there, but Charlie managing to get out of the way, rolls across the back, slides through the legs. He doesn't know where he is, but he does know now as he gets his face slammed into the canvas. Moistcritical putting up one hell of a fight here, sends him into the corner and look, oh wait a minute. The Undertaker coming out, he's not supposed to be out here, and look at Tyson. Tyson saw the Undertaker coming. He's not supposed to be out here. The members of the ministry abandoned Tyson, telling him exactly where to go. Big right hand by the higher power. And the Undertaker doesn't seem to want to leave. Look at that. Tries punching Tyson. Tyson with a knockout combination. Oh, but wait a minute. While Tyson had his back turned, Tyson was fighting the Undertaker. That miss spat into the eyes of Moistcritical. Oh no, no, the big finish. That finishing manoeuvre, Tyson has no idea. And he spat that mist into his eyes. He doesn't know what's happened. He's going to make the count. Leggy sucked. My God. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We've got a new champion. But who the hell is it behind the mask? Moistcritical has been screwed here, but well, the higher power reaching for the mask. He's won the PGW World Championship. The lights have gone out. Is he going to take the mask off? Well, wait a minute. He's took the mask off. Wait a minute. It's Asmongold. I can't believe it. Why? Asmongold was the higher power. It was Asmongold all along. I can't believe he was the higher power for all this time. And I can't believe even more, Asmongold is the new world champion.